Yo, what's up? How's it going? We are back with the bash builds. Builds, plural, because I think I'm gonna make the gank bash build that I made. I already have two bash builds on this channel, but they were like from like a year and a half ago. So they're kind of like old news, and scribing makes it like a lot better. So that's what I came up with this build. Although this build can already be on the YouTubes. I don't know. I don't really look to see who posted what or anything. I don't watch YouTube like ESO YouTube content besides Twitch. But let's hop right into it with the gear. Let's start off with an O console ring. It's a 1-bar build. We are rocking infused and bash damage. We'll go right back up here to the one-piece monster helm. I'm using magma incarnate for recovery. You can switch this out, but I say no because that recovery is actually really nice. Although it's just a one-piece recovery, it really helps. Our one of our 5 pieces is acuity. Now this with corrosive slaps, and it's before we had Veld, it was Veld in Deadlands, but we dropped Veld, said fuck that, throwing on acuity, especially with corrosive now. That combo is just crazy strong. All the armor should be max health, sturdy, and it's all gonna be heavy armor. So I'll just go right over all the gear real quick. A Waste of Deadlands. This is our second set. The proc on it is really strong, and it gives us 1,000 more bash damage. Ooh, excuse me. We're rocking Deadlands boots, the pants of acuity, the hands of Deadlands, the shoulders of Deadlands, and with this gear, I'm pretty sure Deadlands and acuity are both crafted, so you can swap it around. It doesn't have to be exactly how I have it set up, because however you put it, it's going to be the same. And that goes down to the jewelry, Deadlands, infused bash damage, and then a ring of acuity, infused bash damage, and then with the sword and shield, acuity shield, sturdy, max health, and then the sword, acuity, defending, or decisive if you want to get your corrosive quicker. Defending if you want to be a little bit tankier, I guess. But in my opinion, I would probably go decisive. I only have 99 transmutes left, so I'm not trying to transmute anything because I do got like 5 other builds lined up, so I gotta save those just in case. But I would probably do decisive. And then I don't have enchant on there, and I just realized that, and I was like, I don't have enchant. Double dot poisons. I don't have double dot poisons either, not on this character. But if you just, you know what double dot poisons are, I'll probably slot that. That's probably your best for damage output. Alright, that's it for the gear. We're gonna go into our attributes. We're all into max health. That's because 2 of our skills are scaled off of max health, like healing wise. So we're stacking a bunch into max health. If you want to, you could tri-stat all the gear to get a little bit more stamina mag. You will be dropping your max health, which will lower your heals and stuff. But I'm doing fine with this. The sustain is kind of iffy a little bit, but if you saw the video, I do fine with it. You just gotta really balance it, and like when you're playing and stuff, and just keep on it. We're rocking the Shadow for our Mundus. We don't have much crit damage. I think we're at like 42, 41 or something, but it does its job. It does its job. It's fine. And for the food, we're using the Jewels of Misrule. Our potions, we're just rocking tripods. That's for our sustain and everything. We're just rocking tripods. Our race, we're going to be Khajiit, stack as much crit damage as we can. Our skill lines is going to be Earthen Heart, Dark Magic, and Winter's Embrace. And for our skills, just Corrosive for ultimate, and this is just fire. Just max penetration. It's amazing. Our our burst heal, Polar Wind, also has a nice healing over time. Dark Deal, this is for our sustain, and it's also a huge heal. It's what, 9.6. And then you have this passive, which is another about 5k, so it's about a 15k heal. It's about the same as Polar Wind. So you throw a Polar Wind, Dark Deals, have your vigor up, you are so tanky. I threw a clip in there, just showing how like tanky it is. I had like 3 or 4 people on me stacked trying to kill me, and that was like the other team's 2 best players. They were actually some pretty good players. So just showing like how much damage you can take without dying and just sustaining. And then after that, I bursted someone. I actually bursted like 2 people. Just shows like the what am I trying to say? The balance of the build. Yeah, we'll just say that. But that's for sustain. We're using Shattering Throw, and then on that we are rocking multi-target, Knight's Valor, and Vitality. This really helps with our healing and just the amount of damage output. Like if you're fighting 2 people, this is going to hit the person in front of you, reflect, hit the person next to him, and then reflect back and hit the person again. So it's, while you're focusing on one person, you're also killing the person right next to him, and it's just fire. You probably saw in the clip still, like I was just bursting 3 people in front of me because the multi-target was just hitting multiple people over and over again. So it's like absolutely fire. And then Vigor, this is for our resolve and a heal. And then Reverb Bash, this is for our stuns. You just stun, boom, bash them, throw this, and then start bashing. And then when they break out of it, they get hit by a reverb again. So you probably saw there's like 6 or 7 numbers just pop up at once. Like that's the combo. They're not like huge numbers. It's not like I'm hitting them for like 10k. It's like a bunch of 2, 3, 4ks. Average like about 3k. But if you hit someone 3k 6 times in a second, that's an 18k burst. It's huge. 1 second, boom, blah. That's really what happens. Blah. It's so fast. You can't really. It just drains people. Yeah, that's it on the skills. We'll go over with CP here. We're rocking Blue Bar, Fighting Finesse, Focus Mending, Deadly Aim, and Masters at Arms. Do you know what's wrong with this? I don't have all the points in. Why is that? I don't have all my points in. Retreat, Balanced Vitality, Bastion, Fortified, and Pain's Refugee. Yeah. I mean, I know how to play this. Just, your healing is so strong, and like, you just corrosive. Like, just look at the burst. I usually say, save your potion when you hit corrosive, because that's when you like do your main burst, like heavy burst. And then once your stam is like going down, then you pop a potion, so you don't have to like hit Dark Deal here while doing burst, so you can just keep bursting. But you can even range. Like sometimes I just sit back and throw like the range, and it just like bounces between the whole entire team. And honestly, if you don't want to push in like that and your team's a bunch of cowards, you can just sit back and just range them. See, look at that. But the tankiness, the healing power, your sustain, just because of that. This is where our stats are looking at. 32.5 recoveries, about 1600 each. And yeah, that crit chance goes to 100 when a cutie's going off. But that's it. Simple, really easy to use, very tanky. then hits hard as fuck. As always, I appreciate you watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch you on the next one.